You're live. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's give me seconds. Still going. But we can set things once it starts. Here's up. I don't know that we're live. Just scoot a little closer to him with your chair. Just a little closer. Yeah. That's seems that's good. That's good. Okay. All right, Coach. We're live now, so uh, I'm gonna let you count it off, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Three, two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coach and Kitch podcast, brought to you by Willie Kitchens and Friends. We got a great opportunity to share some information with you today to help all of us be better off in our knowledge base. We got a special guest. We got Odell Tiller, who he's going to join us and tell us about some publishing that he's getting into, children books. All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
That's what we do a break and put music in.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll cut that out.
Okay.
Three, two, one. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Glad you stayed with us. And this is Laurent Coach Jennings with Coach and Kitch. And we got Willie Kitchens hanging out with us. Hey, Willie, what's going on, bro?
Coach, it's good to be with you again, as we always are on these days of preparing this podcast. And I'm so excited about having Brother Odell Tiller with us because I heard he's got some good stuff coming out on some books that he's been working with. But I know one that he's got published, this children's book that I think everybody's going to be excited about hearing.
We're good. Hey, Odell, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, and I want to take a minute and thank you for the podcast. It's an honor to be here. Um, so, good morning to
Good
everyone.
morning, brother.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. Tell the listening audience about a little bit about your background. They may not know you, heard of you, but give us some interesting points about Odell Tiller.
I sure will. I'm a native of Chattanooga. Went through the school system here in Chattanooga. I also attended UTC for 12 years as a part-time student as I worked at combustion engineering and trying to um, start and build my career here in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
So I started working in 1986, my third job, and that was with Orange Grove Center. So my tenure at UTC was to study um, and learn more about special education. That has always been my interest. Even as a little boy, I always wondered about the various types of disabilities, and why and how, and people become disabled and things like that. Has always been an interest of mine. So I started work at Orange Grove Center in 1986. I just retired about a year and a half ago after 37 and a half years. I really enjoyed my job at Orange Grove Center.
That's good.
It fulfilled my dreams. It met my expectations of what I wanted to do and become the person that I am today. So I really was pleased and happy to have retired from Orange Grove Center. For those of you that don't know about Orange Grove, I haven't heard of Orange Grove. It's a center for adults and children with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And when I retired, um, I was coordinating an employment program that, excuse me, that assisted uh, individuals that wanted to work in communities, help them find a job. And we we accomplished that by working with the state of Tennessee Human Services Department. So they provided the funding and we provided the work. And we
Well, good.
placed hundreds of people with disabilities, not only at Orange Grove, but throughout the city, working with various agencies through the consortium. We placed,
Is this book that you promoting and you just published, is it associated with children with disabilities?
the next one will be, not this one. I sat in a lot of IEPs in the school system.
Yeah.
And so I'm aware of some of the difficulties that children was having in reading and in other subjects. So when I retired and I had time on my hand, I I started writing. And one of my focus was how do you correct the learning styles and disabilities of children. Um, we all know, and we done heard through the school system that children are reading below their grade level.
Yeah.
So I really felt that if you could reach a child in their formative years, um, I think that would lead to better reading, better educational opportunities for
Yeah. You know, bro, Odell, I was, as you said that when you said you don't know if people know about Orange Grove. I'm uh, in my family. I got five sisters, and I'm the only boy, but I have a sister who was handicapped, and she was at Orange Grove for several years.
them.
And of course, she couldn't walk at one point, and of course, she learned how to walk. But for many years, we would go over there to Orange Grove because she was there, and she went there, but she came home every evening. So Orange Grove have my 100% hands up because they did a great job with my sister.
Well, thank you for sharing
Uh,
that with me.
that's awesome. Tell us a little bit about your book. What's the name of it, and what inspired you to write it? A little bit about what it's about, and what you hope to the theme or the central message of this particular book.
Okay. The book is entitled Junior's New Boots. And the 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 storyline is about a young boy that loved his parents and always was ready to help them with chores
Mm.
and help around the house. Now, I chose the name Juniors because it's a universal name. Junior, a lot of men, including myself.
I am too. I'm a junior.
You're a junior.
Yes, I am.
It's a universal name, so I wanted to reach as many, um, uh, and thinking about, okay, what I'm gonna name this book. I was thinking, okay, what is the name most people have?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially me, and Junior just popped in my mind, and I thought that was a great name to
It is a great
to,
name.
to name the book. Absolutely, absolutely. So it's about a little boy, as I was saying, that wanted to share in the chores with his parents.
Yeah.
Now, the strawberries, his father worked in strawberry fields every day, and Junior always watched his dad and others working in the field, so he became familiar and friends with the workers. Um, and looked forward and daydreamed and always prayed about helping his father in strawberry field. So he become of age, and one of his presents was a pair of boots that he could wear, assisting his father in the strawberry fields.
Mm.
So his dream came true, and um, he was able to work alongside his father. Now the book is a three-part book. I call it first readers because I wanted to reach out to kids that was between the age 1 and 6. So it's a storyline I just explained to you. And also in the book are coloring pages. After the storyline, there's pages for coloring. And the child can use their imagination and color the characters any color they want. We want to. I would like to know or to think that the child is being imaginative, that they are coloring uh, the way they see the characters. And the third part of the book is a drawing, have pages for drawing. Now, I lead off by saying Junior boots, draw a picture of Junior's boots. And the next page is draw a picture of some strawberries. Now, after that, it just say draw a picture. So I would love to think that a child is using their imagination on the drawing page because they can draw a picture of their mother, they can draw a picture of their father, they can from the storyline, they're using their imagination um, and draw what they see in the book, what they're getting out of the reading and coloring of the book. So I call it my book First Readers Children Book. And it's a keepsake, I hope, because we know 1 and 2 year olds can't read.
Yeah.
So the parents and the siblings and other people will be reading storyline to them. Now, around the age of 3 and 4, they're beginning to pick up on words. They're beginning to have understand simple structure, simple language, simple words. Around 4 and 5, they're doing more reading. And the coloring pages, I hope they enjoy learning how to color within the lines,
Yeah.
how to use their imagination and using and crayon or color pencils.
What I like about that is it's biblical to a degree because it's not just based on a black coloring book. I mean, it is you know, as we say, red, yellow, black, and white. We all precious in His sight. So when they're coloring, they, like you said, they can make that particular picture whatever color they choose to.
Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly.
Now, who are you targeting for uh, this book? Do you have a particular group or audience that you hope that will buy this book?
I'm marketing my book myself right now. I have approached some elementary schools and talked with the principals, assistant principals about the book. Matter of fact, I have a book signing coming up at Orange Grove Center on June the 18th.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
I'll be there between the hours of 11 and 1. Orange Grove is also a school. Um, we have a school component, and they have graciously ordered some books. So I'm trying to reach out to where those first learners are,
Mhm.
kindergartens, elementary schools. Uh, I've been blessed to have sold about 50 books to parents and friends
Mm.
and people that really
That's
want
good.
a copy of the book. So um, I received my books on, I think it was May the 11th. So from
Okay.
May the 11th to today,
Yeah.
I've sold 50 or more books. So I'm beginning to be encouraged that people like the book.
Mhm.
They like my message in the book,
Mhm.
and they like the opportunities that I'm giving the young kids in
All
the book.
right. Hey, let's hold right here and take a break, Willie, and we'll come back. We got Odell Tiller in the studio, and we're talking to him about his new publication, his book publication. So stay with us. We'll be right back. This is Lerone Coach Jennings with Coach and Kitch podcast with Willie Kitchens and friends.
Should I
Yeah. You
should I be looking at
Yeah, you can
the
look at the
screen?
screen and
Oh,
us. You may look at however you are. Look at the screen.
when you talk, make sure you give us a chance to interview you, to ask you
Okay.
questions. You're going too long on the your conversations.
Okay.
We're supposed to be kind of like a dialogue,
Okay. All right.
conversation back and forth.
Okay. Gotcha.
You got some water there if you want. You need water. There's water.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Coach and Kitch podcast, brought to you by Willie Kitchens and Friends. And my dear friend, Willie Kitchens, and he decided to come to the studio today. Sometime he'll shoot hooky on me and hang out there. I don't know what he'd be doing, but
Well, if you know him, you'll shoot hooky as well.
they used to, when we was in high school over there at Howard, they used to go looking for Willie. He done skipped class and skipped school and shot hooky. We used to go look for him, find him, bring him back.
Why you put all my business in the street, man? What did you do? Well, I'll get him on the next segment, okay?
All right. All right, just kidding around, y'all. Just kidding around.
That's
But
what we do.
He did do that, though. He did that. He have to admit, there was some times he didn't feel like showing up at school.
For sure.
So we got Odell Tiller in the studio, and he's kicking it with us, talking about his new publication, new book. And what's the name of that book?
Junior's New Boots.
The New Boots. What color was those boots? What you got?
They're brown.
They're brown. All right, the brown boots. Willie, did you have any brown boots?
Yeah, I still got some brown boots, and I'm still a junior. And we're gonna take a snapshot of that so that we can have it on screen so people can see exactly. It's a neat book. I like the layout, and then I like knowing that there's a kitchens that's on that book too. So that's right. Something special.
That's right.
So you're trying to say you had something to do with the book?
I had something to do with the kitchens.
The kitchens. Okay. The kitchens. All right then. Hey, Odell.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about what make this book exciting. Why? What will stir up a parent to say, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna buy this book. This book sounds, you're selling the book right now with your explanation, and you don't want to give it all away. Of course, you want them to go buy it and read it. But
Yes.
What makes it exciting and thrilling enough for a parent to want to get their child read this book to their child, or get their child reading this book?
Well, I think you have a lovely appearance. The colors, the characters, stands out. I mean, it was wonderfully illustrated by Miss Kitchen, Kennedy Kitchen. So I think what the appeal of the book, when you first see it, it draws your attention to it.
That's good. And why is that important for a child?
Well,
The attraction to the eye. Why is that important?
Well, I feel that if you can capture the child's attention, then you have the likelihood of that child wanting to know more about the cover of the book that he's looking at. And I hope it encouraged them to want to read.
Well, that also says a lot too, because colors does draw you. They used to tell us that all the time. If you see something bright, it normally just takes you to it. You may be inquisitive of what is it, or what is it saying, just by looking at the color. But I liked it because I see that it's well orchestrated in how they illustrated the front cover of it. It's just nice. That's why I held it up so that people could see it. It really is a nice looking book.
Do you remember, Mr. Tiller, when you first got excited about reading?
That was many, many years ago.
Yeah.
But I was encouraged to read by my grandmother. My grandmother used to sit on the porch, and I would be out there with her. The mailman deliver the mail, and she would always ask me to read uh, a portion of her mail.
Oh,
And
wow.
so,
Wow.
I would read to her, and she would sit back and listen to me and encourage me. You're a good reader.
Could she read?
Now that I don't know, but I'm sure she could. But I mean, just for me to sit here and say, but I'm pretty sure she was.
The reason I asked, doing some of our ancestors during those years, many of them
Yeah.
couldn't read.
Mm.
Uh, my father couldn't read, and we used to read to him the mail and stuff that needed to be
Mhm.
covered. So I was just curious
Mhm.
because there was a time it
Yeah.
was
That's right.
Mm.
illegal to teach us how to read.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Uh, you get beat and go to jail, and you do not teach them how to read. Blacks, that is, we wasn't allowed to learn and know how to read. That
Mm.
was important. So, uh, what is your plan for moving this book forward?
To-
Not just the book, but the strategy for literacy and reading and encouraging people about the importance of reading.
to continue to market my book in the community. Uh, we have several communities in Chattanooga here that I think this book can reach children and help them to learn to read, want to read, and enjoy reading. So I'm trying to reach as many organizations, schools, nurseries, barbershops, wherever I can imagine children visits and have an opportunity to see the book.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, the word is powerful, and I'm sure that book is going to reach a lot of students that can benefit from it. And are you going to be doing some public presentations and reading sessions to capture the imagination and attention of groups of students throughout the community?
That is a thought of mine. Um, I'm a member of Orchard Knob Missionary Baptist Church,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we have members that go into schools and read to the children.
Mm.
So I dedicated my first book to the church
Okay. Okay.
because I felt that the Lord has guided me and put me on this path. So I wanted to honor our Lord by donating my first book to the church.
That was one of the things I was just about to ask
That's
when you were saying
powerful.
going into the schools, going into community centers. I was thinking about what about going into the churches? We got
Mhm.
Sunday schools. We got, Sunday schools that teachers that work with children and to take a book that they can sit down with the little ones to color and to talk about it. I mean, this perfect for any area of life, So hopefully that you will get some of those as well and present or leave something so that people can see. Take one to each. There's many churches around here that could benefit in their Sunday schools and with the children.
And you're absolutely right. I have thought of that. Marketing is it's no layout. There's no format for marketing. You have to get out there and do it
Yeah,
yourself. And
yeah,
so hearing suggestions like that, it will encourage me to do more marketing
good,
in churches.
yeah, that's good.
That'll be good. Uh, get them fired up, get them excited. Uh, Games that you can use. When I was teaching and coaching, uh, I used to use games and all kinds of tools to help children get excited about reading uh, based on the subjects that I was teaching. even the sports, the playbooks that I designed and drew up. Uh, Words are powerful, and if you get students excited about those words and they can see that there's power in the word, God created everything He created in 6 days
Mm,
through the
yeah,
word,
yeah, yeah,
speaking it.
That's right.
yeah.
And we need to get in the word, read the word, understand the word, and the things that we do to write books and poems and speeches and things like that. Sermons, Pastor,
Well, yeah.
is powerful because it inspires, it motivates, it moves
Uh,
people's spirit.
I was just going to say that. I was
Yeah.
just going to say something because I know we're talking and we need to be sharing in this. But uh, on Wednesday nights, I got kids that come to Wednesday night service. Wednesday night, really, what we call Bible discussions. These kids reading the Bible, they are. I mean, they are eager. I could say, who wants to read passage? Well, I mean, one through five or six or whatever, and these kids take off reading. They don't even give the adults time to read. And so I have to sometimes say, now I need an adult to read because these children are excited about it because they want to know the story and they'll come and ask about a story that you're talking, whether you're talking about Joseph or Joshua or whatever. They want to, and they read. And I'm telling you, books like this will help them as well in reading and wanting to read. That's good.
That's
All right. Well, we're going to take another break. You stay with us. This is Lerone Coach Jennings with Coach and Kitch. Got Willie Kitchens hanging out and our very special guest, Odell Tiller,
Yeah.
the author of Boots. What's the name of it?
Junior's New
Don't
Boots.
forget juniors.
Junior's New Boots. Well, we called you Junebug.
See that? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna start because you know what they called you.
Well, I kept the Junior now. Kept the Junior.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back. Y'all stay with us. We're having a little fun, y'all.
uh, I'm still getting used to people saying that I'm an author. You're a published author now. And I'm
That's
like,
right.
wow, you're right.
You know you go to
That's
another
right.
level, don't you?
Yeah.
Huh?
You go to another level now,
Yeah.
and your credentials.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks
Yeah.
for sharing that with
Yeah.
me.
You do. When I
Yeah.
started writing and publishing
Yeah.
books, I got 4 books on the market.
Oh, that's great. That's
With
great.
another one coming in a couple of weeks.
That's great. That's
But
great.
people was telling me, I had some of my classmates, they said, we never, Willie, you would appreciate this. They said, we never thought you were smart enough to write a book.
Now that's the kind of stories that we like to hear on the podcast. Oh, you know how you were. Come on.
They never thought I was smart enough to write a book.
They probably said the same thing about me. I just hadn't heard it yet.
They'll whisper it, and
Yeah,
then they'll get one of them a bust out
Yeah.
at your class meeting,
Yeah.
a reunion and something.
Yeah. They started it. I believe that.
Tiller got a book.
Yeah. And I can imagine so many of them saying, they wrote the children.
Okay,
You
here
know.
we go. We're going back in. Y'all. We got to finish this up. 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back. This is Lerone Coach Jennings, your coach, and I'm excited about being here. We got Willie Kitchens with us this evening. We've been having some fun off the line, and I'll tell you, it's a good thing to hang out with Willie Kitchens. He got some stories to tell.
Yes.
We got some stories to tell. Some of them maybe we can't tell on the air.
No, we can't. We can't.
Some of them we have to take to the grave. But we got our special guest, Odell Tiller, with us, author of Junior's New Boots. So we're excited about him sharing this with us. and telling us a little bit more about it. This is our last segment, Odell,
Mhm.
and we want you to get some good, exciting words in that will pull, nug, tug on the listening audience heart. That book is important for them to go out and purchase, to have another a book that's exciting and motivating and inspirational for their children to learn who they are. And this is you don't see a lot of books with a lot of black uh, authors or characters in it. And tell us why you chose to go that route.
Well, you said it. And when I was coming up through school, I can't remember seeing or reading a book with black characters.
Mm.
Um, so I didn't write or design this book specifically to market uh, a black character. My main purpose was to reach children, and I was thinking, how can I reach children? And that I did want to um, focus on a book that they can relate to. So the black characters, I thought would be the best way to do that.
Yeah, to identify. Willie, how important do you think it is for people to identify with people that look like them?
I often say that if you going to try to reach or teach an individual, they got to see somebody look like them. I mean, really to get the full gist of it. And that's in any particular culture. It's one thing to have. It's just like having all black staff, having all white staff, and have no mixture. You don't know really how one person's life. You can't tell me about how tough a life has been if you've never been in a tough situation. So I think it's good that black children can see black faces, white children or red. And that's what I loved about what in this three-part book here is because you're giving them an opportunity to color whatever they believe that person should be or what that character should be. It could be red, it could be yellow, it could be black. That's the makeup of human race and giving a child the opportunity to color inside, outside the line, whatever the case may be. Because sometimes we do get outside the line, and so that's okay.
Yeah,
And so yeah, that's I love that. I love that character.
I would encourage the listening audience. You know, you got a story to tell, and writing books, publishing is really just about telling a story.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had a specific. Is Junior a specific person that you know that grew up with you or was in your family, Odell?
That's a great question. Again, my name is Odell Tiller Jr. So I was kind of favoring Junior also as well as thinking of a universal name.
Mm. Yeah.
And it came to me, hey, Junior. I mean, I was called Junior all my childhood. I almost didn't know my first name. My
Yeah.
family kept, just Junior, Junior, Junior,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I know that
so
feeling,
I
brother.
really grew up with the name.
Yeah.
Does your family have a strawberry business?
No, no. My family has been workers. Uh, Matter of fact, I was the first one in my immediate family to uh, approach and to attend college. So
What
then
college was that?
that was UTC,
Okay,
Mm.
here in China.
the hometown.
Yeah, right. I was working at combustion and I was going to school at the same time. So I was going part time UTC, maybe one or two classes a semester, and working full time at combustion. It was
Mm.
tough, but I hung in there as long as I could.
Hey, why brown boots?
Well, I didn't choose the color. The the illustrator did. She did. I think she did a wonderful
Oh,
job in the
excellent, excellent.
pictures.
Yeah.
Wow.
The colors, the excuse me, the colors that she chose. When I first saw it to approve it, I was like, "You're right on point."
Right, that is. But tell me this: do you have? I mean, we didn't hear anything about you have family or children or anything of that nature, grandchildren or whatever. But do you have any in your immediate family or in your family that have seen the book and have let their children experience this book?
Oh yes, I have. I'm married to my beautiful wife Claudette. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
I'm married to my beautiful wife Claudette for 19 years, nearly 20 years here, and another 6 months or so. But I have a son that when he first saw the book, he was like, "I'm jealous."
Uh,
That's what he
uh,
told me. He
uh-huh.
said, "I am jealous." Why are you jealous? And he said, "Wow, I can't. My dad wrote a book." And before I could give him a copy of it, he actually bought 6 books.
Oh,
6 books. They have 2 kids now
uh,
and
wow,
bought six
good,
books. So,
good.
you know.
Granddaddy's book.
Uh-huh.
That's right. That's right. One of my grandchildren, matter of fact, his daughter is 4, and her birthday was earlier or later in May. And I was there for her birthday, and I gave her a book for her birthday.
Wow,
They-
Hmm.
They're good
wow,
birthday presents. You're out there listening. It's a good birthday present.
yeah.
Purchase a book. Uh, Junior's book, uh,
New boots.
New Boots.
New boots, new boots.
It'll stick with me in a minute. So what would you say people out there, they got a story to tell. They got something in them. They procrastinating and maybe how long did you procrastinate before you got really with it to write this book, to spit
to,
this book out?
to write this book, it was in the making for a few years. Before I retired, before I retired on Black History Month, I would I would write about someone or create a story and send it across the email at Orange Grove Center. I would send something out every day that we worked about
Mm,
Black history. So, of course, we all know Susie C.B. Robinson
Hmm.
yeah,
and Brother Mal.
yeah.
And so I would write a autobiography or a short narrative of people that's been outstanding here, not only in Chattanooga, but has made a difference in the Black community.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. So what would you say to people out there before we close out that's got something they need to be doing for the Lord? He's done put it in their spirit, but some way they can't push it out. They keep hesitating and procrastinating.
Wow,
How would you motivate them to get going?
I would say do it. Find the connectors that you need to make that dream come true. Don't be afraid to step out on faith.
Mm,
If the Lord has made a path for you, then you will travel that path. So stay in prayer that you have the strength and the knowledge to reach people, be it children, adults. It doesn't matter. If you feel that is a passion that you have and you're being led, and step out, do it.
All right. After all, the Lord said we can do
mm,
all things through
that's
him
right.
who strengthens
That's
us,
right.
right?
Amen.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Speak a word and share your
Mm,
story and your message of hope and encouragement.
yes.
What you got, Brother Willie, as we close out here?
Well, I would encourage those who are listening, spend a little time. I mean, it don't take all day. It doesn't take hours and hours to get something done. We know minute by minute, second by second, they can turn into hours. And you can see where you started and where you are and where you're going to be if you start. It's one thing I used to use as an analogy for me. I used to say, I love cutting grass, which I do. I love cutting my yard.
Every time I
And
call you, you cutting your
I'm
grass,
cutting
man. I don't understand that.
because I love being outside cutting my grass. But the
Every day,
when
every other day.
if I get the urge, I go sit on my mower and I ride and I cut and think and whatever. But the analogy of getting to is that I hate the trim work. I hate the trim work. Weed eating. I hate that because I got to walk and I got a big yard. But every time I what keeps me motivated is that when I look back, I see how much I've done, not how much I got to do. I see how much I've done. And so that motivates me to keep moving to finish weed eating because I'm telling you, if I had to look at that yard over and over again, I would never weed eat. I just ride my mower. But when I start, I look back and I go, wow, I done covered a whole lot of ground. So I got to keep on going. So I tell people, take inch by inch, moment by moment, second by second, and then look back and see how far you've come, and that'll motivate you to keep going forward.
Yeah. Willie's in love with cutting grass. That's a book. That's a book right there.
Yeah, people in the church always ask me, "You love cutting grass? Come cut mine." I'm saying, "I don't love it that much."
He rather cut grass than eat, Odell.
Oh my goodness.
I have to call him to get him off the mower. Let's go eat, man. You can come back and cut the grass. Thank y'all so much. Brother Odell, thank you for dropping by Coaching Kit Podcast to share a little bit about what's going on in your world.
I
It's
really
been interesting
appreciate
and exciting, and we appreciate you doing that. And I would say to you as we close out, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. You mean a lot to us. We're praying for you, hoping that your world is constantly improving, getting better, no matter what challenges you face.
Yeah.
God said He would be with you always, even to the end of time. He'll never
Yes.
leave you. He'll walk with you, and you keep walking with Him. So
Right.
Jesus is our Lord. He's our Savior, our God, and our King. He's everything that we need. So let's stay close to Him and keep doing things, saying things, and improving the world and those that circle around us, our influence and support systems. We make a difference, and so do you. So God bless you. You'll hear from us next time. Take care. How do we do?
That was good. We got 43 minutes. That ain't including the songs and the commercials. I want to take a picture of this book.
You keep
So
this
that,
book.
okay, well, okay, thanks. Because I want to put it on when we do the editing. I want to put this on there.
Thanks.
That's it. Okay, this is this podcast. So let me go ahead.
Right.